Hi, this is Frances Erdis. With wind-blown hair and fresh out of the ocean, that is how a real vacation should be. Well, I make a mix of it. I work on projects at the moment and then half of the time working, focused, concentrated, and the other half I just let it flow. Do you often connect to that sense of lightness, to that sense of joy, just letting the energy flow? That is why many people love to be at the ocean, because you can see the water flow. Even here, it's like a little lake which comes from the ocean. Last night it reconnected to the ocean because the tide was swelling and there was a lot of water flooding the beaches today here at the Baltic Sea. And that is where the ocean connects to this lake. And water, with its flow, we love to meditate on it. We love to just watch it. We love to just see into the far and just let our thoughts go like the flow of the water and just become very still. And that is one thing, to reconnect to that sense of lightness, to that sense of letting the energy flow. Many people, they get stuck when they never get out on a vacation, never take a break in between, and then they lose that connection to the feeling of lightness and joy that they spontaneously had as a child. And when you work on projects, when you concentrate, when you want to let the energies flow, do you reconnect to your inner child? Here are a few inspirations on how you can do that, to tap into that feeling of lightness and ease and joy. That is right before starting to work on something, or whenever you want to get into that feeling and reconnect to your inner child. Just take a minute and you can close your eyes and think about a situation in your childhood where you were just playing. In my childhood, for example, I loved to play with my sister or on my own, and I always remember how surprised I was when my mom called out for dinner and said, "Oh, it's time for dinner," and then as a child it always was like a surprise. "Oh no, playtime's up." Do you have such an activity or such a state of being when you completely forget time around you? Maybe you love to meditate just like I do, or play a musical instrument, or do something that is so fulfilling for you that you completely forget the world around you. That might be just sitting at the ocean, just watching the waves, or even diving in like I did an hour ago. I was diving in, playing with the waves, and that is where that feeling of lightness comes from as well. Taking yourself out of everything for a while and taking little breaks in between. That really helps to recharge your energy and rekindle all those good ideas. So your energy can flow again, your ideas can flow again. That is one way to reconnect. And if you are not by the seaside at the moment, but at your home, at your office, you can take that minute and close your eyes and dive into that memory of childhood, or that memory of your favorite hobby, where you just completely lost track of time, where you could just be and just enjoy the moment. You know, I always do things in a fragrant way, because having good essential oil or blend always helps me to get out of my head, out of analyzing, out of thinking, just reconnecting with my feelings like joy and ease and lightness. And there is actually a blend, one of my favorites, for reconnecting with the inner child, and that is a blend called Inner Child. If you have it with you, take a drop, and it's a very nice and light blend. It's very interesting that Gary put both orange and tangerine in here, because orange is the oil or the plant, the fruit you could say, that opens us up for being in a good mood, that helps us open up our hearts to feel the joy. Whereas tangerine is the oil of joy for the little children. So as an adult, it also allows you to reconnect to your inner child. And there's also, I think it is spruce in here, or pine, I don't remember, the translation of that. I think it's spruce that helps to ground you. The tree oil helps to ground you, so you have both feet on the ground while experiencing that joy and that lightness. So you don't fly away like the kite surfers here. They fly like 3 or 4 meters up into the air, or sometimes even more. And you see it's quite windy here. But when you experience that joy, the tree oils help to ground you and to have that reconnection to the ground as well. So once you have inner child on your hands, there's a secret spot where I always put it, which is the energetic connection to the inner child. And you just activate that oil with your 2 ancient anointing fingers and place it right below your nose. That is where you would put it in the feelings application as well. Then you can also put it on your chest. And it's gotten cold here after bathing, but I wanted to let you participate in this beautiful view, so I just made the video outside. But in a moment I'll go inside into the warmth and comfort. That is what children also love, to get into the comfort, to be tucked into bed after a long day of playing. So when you have this fragrant impression, you can just put your nose into your fragrant hands and take that minute wherever you are. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and think about and visualize a situation where you were just so much in your flow, in your natural flow, that you completely lost track of time. A state where you just reconnect with your own energy and lightness and joy. And that is what you can always do in between. And if you don't have inner child with you, let me give you this fragrant experience, because that really brings you out of your thinking, out of your head, and gets you to reconnect with your feeling side. Just send me a message and I'll send you a fragrant letter with inner child. You find my mailing address on my website livefragrantly.com. That's where you get more inspiration as well. And I wish you a wonderful feeling of lightness, of joy. I will go inside now as it's getting cold here, but I'm looking forward to seeing you back tomorrow on here live. I'll do a live video for you again. And yeah, let me know what your favorite method or meditation to reconnect with your inner child is, or what's your favorite activity where you are just completely in your flow and where you lose track of time and where you can just be. Let me know in the comments here. Alright, I'll see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful day or evening and enjoy the lightness, reconnect to your inner child and your inner joy. I'll see you back tomorrow.